and the Dallas Cowboys. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
And here come the Cowboys. And Dak, he was in full attack mode in Week 15, was he not, Charles? 32 of 36.
Yeah, didn't throw it downfield very much, but that wasn't the real issue. It was just getting a rhythm, getting the ball out to the right people, and the biggest thing for him, as he's done most of this season, he's taking care of the ball, not making mistakes with it. And that's just as important sometimes as making the big play downfield.
Quick note on that completion percentage, second highest ever among QBs that attempted 30 or more passes.
Yeah, I think he's going to keep the job for a while.
Probably. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. For Dez, when Romo was under center, he was more the focal point. Now you got Zeke and obviously Dak at quarterback playing a little bit of second fiddle to some degree.
Yeah, he still had, 8 catches, 82 yards in the game against Tampa. And I know the numbers are going to be about half of what he normally does. But here's the thing. When they get to the playoffs, he may very well be sitting first chair again because they'll need the big plays from Dez Bryant.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A pickup there of 36. And the Packers are going to have a 1st down.
All right, partner, that's it. That's a video game highlight catch right there. Acrobatic, one hand, come down with the football. Look, if you and I are playing Madden right now, I'm throwing down my control. I'm done. That's it. I can't do this anymore. Yet, we see it happen just about every week. All these guys need is a chance, and they're making those types of plays, even if we don't believe what we just saw.
Fresh set of downs here. A play fake to start. Now Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run here. This is James Starks. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards yards, and now it's second down.
That selection of a draw play felt a lot like, hey, we've thrown it a bunch, we can catch them off guard, instead of staying with what was actually working.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught left side by Cobb. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looking for someone to throw to. And complete right side to Cook. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He's had great protection back there to throw. Really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Demarius Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Here come the Green Bay Packers on offense, led by Aaron Rodgers. And it just seems like yesterday that this crew was 4-6. And that's changed.
Oh, boy, has it ever. It's changed in a big way. And, you know, when they were 4-6 and all that panic was around the team and its fans, remember, Aaron didn't say relax, right? All he said was, I do believe we can win the rest of our games. I'm not sure how many people believed him. They think it can happen now.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll come out in the pistol. A run here for Starks. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's got time. He's going to let... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. His throw incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away, but oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
12 yards to go on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction with maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
Here's a handoff to start the drive. The starts. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 42 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, pretty obvious that at this point, Zeke, he's going to, no pun intended, run away with a rushing title this season.
Seriously, did you just say no pun intended?
Everyone always says it's not intended, but it's always intended. It was intended.
It's intended. It's just like when someone says no disrespect. Prepare to be disrespected.
Yeah,
you know it's coming.
All right, I intended the pun, dude.
You intended the pun. 159 yards and a touchdown. How great was Zeke in that game? Setting everything up for Dallas, taking on the big carries, and carrying them home to a victory against Tampa Bay.
Automatic first down.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Prescott on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Again, we'll see the pistol here. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. The Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
One of the great things about most guys that play on the offensive line is that they have patience and extreme confidence in themselves. This group's gotten pushed around the entire game, haven't been able to move the ball very well. But after picking up a first down, running it there, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves going forward.
Let's go.
Now it's Morris. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. Come on, let's go. 38.
They run again with Morris. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Come on, let's go.
On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that brings up 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This from 36 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Packers get set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 10-3 the score. We're back to Arlington in just a moment. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the eye. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
Every time we talk with a defensive coordinator, they discuss taking away the best options an offense has going into a game. And I would think that Jordy Nelson would represent one of those options you need to take away. And what did he do against Chicago? Late in the game, it's on the line, and he goes big, 60-yard play on a 3rd and 11.
And what does a healthy Jordy Nelson do for this Packers offense?
He does everything for this Packers offense. Before, we always talked about his ability to stretch a team, stretch them deep. Now we're talking about his ability to do that and catch all the underneath stuff, be that number 1 receiver that opens up the field for all the rest of them.
They go play action here on first down. Finding time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's now 4th and 3.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. On 4th down, the Packers hand things over to Jake Shum to punt it. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Prescott on first down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Looking back at Week 15 for Witten, 10 catches, which was a season high, moved him past Terrell Owens into 7th place on the all-time receptions list.
But how about how Dallas just moves the ball around, Brandon? I mean, Jason Witten had 10 catches in this game. He's had games this year where he hasn't caught very many passes, but I think he's heating up as they get closer to the playoffs. And let's face it, for any young quarterback, a big-time tight end is almost always going to be his best friend.
This is Elliott. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Backing up. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Defense. The penalty is declined.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is Starks. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Again on the ground, again with Starks. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, this is almost football 101. What is a draw trying to accomplish? Using the aggressiveness of the defensive line against itself when they're getting back to the backfield, you pass them by handing the ball to a runner. In this case, that didn't work at all because the defensive line was there so quickly, there was no chance to fool them.
We've got a 3rd and 11. Another pistol look here.
Easy.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defenders saw it and were able to knock it away.
Here's Jacob Shum now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd down following the run.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. On the left side, he finds Beasley. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Elliott. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
What a tremendous play by the defensive line. Instead of getting too far upfield against the draw, able to hold their spot and make a big play in the backfield. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. They run again with Starks. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he finds Cook. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Starks. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Yards to go here on second down. The play fake to Starks. Now Rodgers. And Cook has it left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Starks. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That's caught at the 3. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now on 3rd and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Crosby puts it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We get a look at the Packers' defense as they work their way into position. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
Prescott on first down. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. A second down throw for Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Let's go!
On third down, it's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Rodgers going to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got time. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. To the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Surveying the field. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
First down throw for Prescott. Finding time. Going right side. He has Winton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go. White, 90. White, 90.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Cowboys are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Packers will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers, finds his mark in coverage, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. Cowboys now later on the drive are going to come away with another sack. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to AT&T Stadium for the start of the second half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. the offense lining up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Crosby puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second down, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. Room here to run. They get 17 yards there. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Brand 38.
On third down, it's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. To throw is Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The give is to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Bailey now for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the rookie Ezekiel Elliott able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ten yards still left on second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This is Cobb with a catch right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'll bet there's just a big sigh of relief now, having finally gotten a first down running the football. They've struggled all game long. The defense has had their number. This may help their confidence moving forward.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really, really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And these numbers showing up on the screen, that's why he's their star. They kept him down for a little bit, couldn't keep him down for a full 4 quarters.
But what they were hoping for was a half of the game. And if they could have shut it down at the half, they had done their job. But as you mentioned, a full 4 quarters, and the best, they always feel like they're one run away from changing the momentum or breaking something big. And we're starting to see that here in the second half.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
Prescott now. And the third down pass falls incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They'll begin the drive on the ground with Starks. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Old school defensive tackle play dictators just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past it, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got time. Caught left side by Cobb. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can't go with try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Toss play to Starks. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Cook has it left side. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Surveying the field. And that's caught by Beasley. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 62 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Red zone opportunity.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
A first down throw for Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. This is Starks to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. On second down, here's Rodgers. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. They'll look to set up his blockers. Here's the Packer defense getting set to go again. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost, it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. second down. Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Prescott now from the 50. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 21. And that leads to a Dallas first down. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Single, slot. Hey, here we go. Man 38.
First down, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down. In the red zone this time.
Here we go. Man 38.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. On third down, it's Prescott. Can't find anyone open. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out in the flat for Starks. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Give to Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Now Elliott. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
Now Crosby for the point after. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Prescott looks to throw on first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be a Dallas first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Prescott now on 2nd down. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw. Dropping it off for Starks. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's a good shot. Good shot.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He's back to throw. Completes this one to Starks. Oh, Starks lost the football. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Third down, still 14 yards left. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.